Hello, Armadillo Zenith here again. I'm looking around in a bit of abandoned land next to a busy roundabout and an industrial estate. Roundabout that way, industrial estate that way, through the trees. Just looking to see what I can find. Here's one thing which I've just spotted. Bit of blue tubing. Could be used for various projects. A bit grubby, but it'll clean up, cut into small rings. That could be part of some appropriately technical looking gizmo. Over here is what first caught my attention and made me get off the bus. Here is these blue drums. I thought they might be useful for something, cutting up for discs or cylinders, use of flotation for rafts, but I've looked at them and I've found this. It's apparently something called Gardobond LMH, containing sodium nitrobenzene sulfonate, irritating to eyes and skin, may cause sensitization by skin contact, etc., etc. Must be disposed of as hazardous waste. So I think I'll need to report these drums being here to the council. There's 3 of them, each had 240 kilograms in it. There's some baker's trays. If they weren't wanted, unlikely a baker would want them back in this state. They could be cleaned up, used for technical projects, because they look rather like latticed steelwork if they were sprayed appropriately, and I have a particular wish for that. So there's 4 of them. I think I may come back with my trailer and reclaim them. Over here we wander through the woods. There's that tubing, I'll pick that up en route. This is a kind of derelict space where a lot of stuff just gets dumped and chucked, because nobody really seems to own the land. So obviously, I presume somebody does. Obviously everybody has a claim to the land of some sort, and a responsibility to it. But land that's considered to be dilapidated, derelict, not under cultivation, not under development, tends to get things dumped on it. There's a seat here, don't know if that's any use, but there's a substantial ring with some adjustment knobs. Maybe worth trying to get them off just for use as bits of machines. Over here is my prize find of the whole visit. There's another chair, by the way. If you ever want chairs, you can get the frames easily, find them lying around, and strip off the cushion and backing and the material and reupholster them. If you want free chairs, they're there for the taking. Here is a panel of something, plastic, some kind of laminate. I don't think I have a particular use for that just now, but at some point that kind of thing could be useful. But here is the prize. I've been thinking about going to the Big Tent Festival this year. In fact, I've decided to. It's a kind of eco-environmental festival, and to camp overnight. It's on a Friday, Saturday and a Sunday. And what have I found here? A tent. Looks like probably a 1 or 2 person tent. Seems to be pretty much intact, just grubby. So it'll need a thorough wash, disinfecting and scrubbing, possibly some patching up. Yeah, there seems to be some holes there, but I think it could be patched up. So I have here a free tent. Yep, that is my intent, is to claim this tent. Unfortunately, I have my nice substantial carrying bag here, so if I take out of it my personal items, books, etc., and some other metal I've collected en route. I'll try and get most of the dirt off of these things, but this is a good substantial bag, which itself was thrown away in a skip along with dozens of others, which I've reclaimed and used for picking up heavy goods. It's got 2 kinds of handles on it, a longer handle and a shorter handle on each side, and it's a substantial bag. Tough stuff. I don't know if you can see that. It did have a little gadget sewn into the hem at one point, a little electronic bit which triggers detectors. It was a boots bag originally, so going out of boots, anybody would trigger it. I've taken that out because if I go in or out of shops carrying things in this, it likely might trigger their detectors too, and I'd be considered a shoplifter, which I'm not. So that's a tip. If you pick up bags out of a skip that have been shop bags intended for use just within store, look along the seam for a little cylindrical thing. In this case it was. So it's just a case of unpicking a bit of the seam and threading it out. But that's a substantial bag that I've obtained for carrying all kinds of things. It's been very, very useful, and it folds down very small as well. It's lightweight and compact. So if like me, you're inclined to go around picking up odds and ends around the place, bits of scrap metal, etc., and you don't know what kind of load you may be going home with when you set out, a bag like that or several bags like that is ideal. I always bring a few carrier bags with me as well, but you can usually find carrier bags lying about readily enough. So if you do find there's some metal trays in there, metal trays and other parts. If you do find things when you're going about, it's handy to have bags with you, but you can usually find a carrier bag, as I've often done en route. So I'm going to pack up this tent now, scrub up leaves and mud I can off it with a bit of twig, and fold it up, and that will be my tent. I'll take it home, clean it up. So, free, things for free. What more can I say? Here you are in the midst of trees and bushes and bird song, finding freebies, and this bit of environment will be improved by me uplifting this what is here, litter, to me is useful stuff. By uplifting it from here, I improve this bit of environment and benefit myself. Everyone's happy. Excellent. Cheers.